Protein is an essential nutrient that helps to preserve lean muscle mass, aids weight loss, and helps maintain healthy bones. It is made up of amino acids and plays many important roles in the body. Despite its importance, protein is often underconsumed, especially after 60 years of age, when the body's need for this vital nutrient increases. So how much protein do you actually need after 60? We will answer this question by first looking at what happens to our bodies as we get older, and then calculating how much protein we need to counteract these changes. On average, we lose 40 to 50 grams of lean muscle per decade after the age of 50. This loss is primarily due to decreased protein turnover rate, meaning the body isn't replacing old muscle proteins with new ones as efficiently as it used to. This gradual decline in muscle mass can have significant implications for our health and well-being, as it can lead to frailty, sarcopenia, osteoporosis, and other age-related health concerns. Fortunately, regular strength training and adequate protein intake can help preserve lean muscle mass and improve overall health. Strength training stimulates muscle protein synthesis, which is the process of building new muscle proteins. When we consume protein, our bodies break it down into amino acids, which are then used to build new muscle proteins. Adequate protein intake ensures that we have enough amino acids available to support muscle protein synthesis and counteract muscle protein breakdown. Without enough protein, however, the body may start to break down muscle tissue for energy, leading to muscle loss. If you're finding this information helpful so far, please hit the like button to stay updated with our latest health and nutrition tips. The amount of protein needed to preserve muscle mass can vary depending on factors such as age, activity level, and overall health. However, most experts agree that 1 gram of protein per pound of body weight, or 2.2 grams per kilogram of body weight, is a good target for older adults. This can help ensure that you have enough amino acids available to support muscle protein synthesis and counteract muscle protein breakdown. While older adults may require more protein than younger people, they also need to be mindful of not over-consuming protein. Consuming too much protein can put a strain on the kidneys and may lead to dehydration. It is generally recommended that protein should account for 10 to 35% of daily calories. Therefore, an older adult who consumes 2,000 calories per day would need to consume between 500 and 175 grams of protein per day. It is also important to spread out protein intake throughout the day to ensure that your body has a constant supply of amino acids for muscle protein synthesis. But what if you want to actively build muscle rather than just maintain what you have? If that's the case, you may need even more protein than the previously mentioned amounts. Research suggests that older adults who engage in resistance training may benefit from consuming up to 1.6 grams of protein per pound of body weight, or 3.7 grams per kilogram of body weight. By increasing protein intake to these levels, older adults can stimulate muscle protein synthesis and counteract muscle protein breakdown more effectively, leading to improved muscle mass and strength over time. However, it's important to note that the optimal amount of protein for building muscle may vary depending on factors such as the intensity and volume of training, as well as individual differences in muscle protein synthesis rates. Some research suggests that older adults may require more protein than younger adults for muscle growth, possibly due to slower muscle protein synthesis rates and increased muscle protein breakdown rates associated with aging. In addition to meeting their daily protein needs, older adults should also ensure that they are consuming enough calories overall to support muscle growth. A calorie surplus of 200 to 500 calories per day above maintenance levels has been shown to be effective for maximizing muscle protein synthesis rates in older adults. Older adults should also focus on consuming high-quality protein sources that provide all the essential amino acids in sufficient quantities. Good sources of protein include lean meats, poultry, fish, eggs, dairy products, and plant-based sources such as beans, lentils, tofu, and quinoa. In addition to meeting their daily protein needs, older adults should also pay attention to the distribution of protein throughout the day. Research suggests that distributing protein intake into smaller portions throughout the day can be more effective for maximizing muscle protein synthesis rates compared to consuming a single large serving. For example, studies have found that consuming 425-gram servings of milk protein resulted in greater increases in muscle protein synthesis rates compared to consuming one 100-gram serving of milk protein. This is likely because smaller protein doses provide a more sustained release of amino acids into the bloodstream, which can help maintain high levels of muscle protein synthesis over a longer period of time. It is also important for older adults to choose the right type of protein for muscle growth. Studies have found that consuming animal-based protein sources such as beef, chicken, and fish can lead to greater increases in muscle protein synthesis rates compared to plant-based protein sources such as rice and pea protein. This may be due to the higher concentration of leucine, an amino acid that plays a key role in stimulating muscle protein synthesis in animal-based protein sources. Finally, older adults should consider timing their protein intake around their workouts for an additional boost to muscle protein synthesis rates. Research suggests that consuming protein immediately before and after exercise can lead to greater increases in muscle protein synthesis rates compared to consuming protein at other times of the day. This is likely because the combination of exercise and protein ingestion creates a powerful 1-2 punch that stimulates muscle protein synthesis and reduces muscle protein breakdown. Now let's talk about what happens if you don't get enough protein in your diet. Not getting enough protein can lead to a number of negative consequences for older adults, including muscle loss, weakness, and frailty, making it difficult to perform everyday activities. Protein is essential for maintaining muscle mass and strength, and a deficiency can lead to a loss of muscle mass and weakness, making it difficult to perform everyday activities. In addition, protein is important for maintaining bone health, and a deficiency can lead to osteoporosis and an increased risk of fractures. Some of the signs of protein deficiency include frequent infections, hair loss, slow wound healing, brittle nails, and edema. If you notice any of these symptoms, you may want to increase your protein intake or consult with a healthcare professional. Another consequence of not getting enough protein is a weakened immune system. Protein is essential for the production of antibodies, which help fight off infections and diseases. A deficiency can lead to a weakened immune system and an increased risk of infections. Additionally, not getting enough protein can lead to a loss of appetite and weight loss. Protein is important for maintaining a healthy metabolism, and a deficiency can lead to a feeling of fullness, which can result in reduced food intake and weight loss. In severe cases, protein deficiency can lead to a condition called kwashiorkor, which is characterized by edema, skin lesions, and a distended abdomen. Getting enough protein in your diet is crucial for maintaining good health, especially as you age. By following the guidelines and recommendations discussed in this video, you can ensure that you are getting the protein you need to stay strong, healthy, and active as you enter your golden years. So how much protein does the average 60-year-old need? As we mentioned earlier, the amount of protein needed varies depending on several factors. But a good general guideline is to aim for 1 gram of protein per pound of body weight, or 2.2 grams per kilogram of body weight per day. For a 60-year-old weighing around 150 pounds or 68 kilograms, this would translate to around 150 grams of protein per day. But keep in mind that this is just an average, and your individual needs may vary. For example, if you are very active or engaged in intense physical activity, you may need more protein to repair and rebuild muscle tissue. Similarly, if you are recovering from an injury or surgery, your body may require additional protein to support the healing process. It is always best to consult with a doctor or a registered dietitian to determine your specific protein needs based on your individual circumstances and health goals. They can help you create a personalized meal plan that ensures you are getting enough protein while also meeting your overall nutritional requirements. If you enjoyed this video, check out our other related content where we discuss the importance of protein for muscle growth and provide tips for optimizing your protein intake. We also have a wealth of information on healthy eating and aging, including tips for maintaining a balanced diet and staying active as you enter your golden years. Thank you for watching, and remember to subscribe for more informative content.